So we might want to talk about what we or other people do every day. Day is yom, 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 which is actually the same as the Hebrew word, yom, yom. Hebrew and Arabic come from the same linguistic tradition. So day is yom, yom. What was everything?
Haga tani. No. Haga.
Haga was thing. Everything. Haga tani is something else or another thing.
Kol haga.
Kulla haga, everything. Everything. Kulla haga. Now yom is day. So how might we say every day?
Kol hayom.
That's it. Kol yom.
كل يوم.
Mahmoud will give us some other examples of kul.
كل is every. So when you are familiar with كل حاجة, everything. كل حتة,
Everyone.
everywhere.
Where?
كل حتة, every piece. Now, كل واحد, this means everyone, and واحد is one. So كل واحد is everyone. And كل مرة, every time. So now you know quite a few expressions that start with كل.
So we can put it in front of a number of different things to produce the English meaning of every. Kul yom, every day. Kul yom. He drinks coffee every day.
Yishrab.
Okay, but is every day used as a suggestion or is it routine we're talking about now? Is it
Yeah.
something regular? So we need our routine bee to come along and land on the flower.
Bishrab.
But we still need the y sound in it. Biyishrab, biyishrab.
Biyishrab.
Mm-hmm.
Achwa. Kol yom.
بيشرب قهوة كل يوم.
What's she drinks? It has that unusual link between she drinks is exactly the same as you drink to a male.
Ishrab.
That's he drinks.
So
Enter.
you drink. Ah.
Enter.
Tishrab.
Okay. And that's exactly the same as it would be for she drinks, all right, for Heya. So she drinks or shall she drink is tishrab. What about she drinks regular basis?
Betishrab.
Yeah. So she drinks tea every day.
Betishrab. Shay.
What's day?
Yom. Kol yom.
بتشرب شاي كل يوم.
What's I write? I write regularly.
Agi.
That's I come. What's the sound, the root connected with writing?
Ketaba.
Okay. So we've got active. Is I write or shall I write? What about on a regular basis with the bee landing on the flower?
Baktib.
That's it. Backtib. Email is email. I write an email
Baktib. Email.
to my mother. To.
Fi.
That's in. To comes, you remember for what? Le. So that the word le meaning
Le.
to or for. So to my mother.
I start again. Baktib. Email. Le omi.
Every day.
And I had. No. Kol yom.
Yes. Yes. Kull yom.
Kol yom.
Listen to Mahmoud say. Just say kull yom.
كل يوم.
You see this where the stress is kull yom. Try that.
Kol yom.
Kull. It's two L sounds. Kull. So you.
Kol yom.
That's it. So you sort of linger. Can you say the whole sentence for us?
بكتب إيميل لأمي كل يوم.
What about our daughter goes to the market every day?
بنتي
That would be my daughter.
or our daughter. بنتنا
That's it.
ترو
Okay, but we're talking about every day, so the V has to come.
بترو
That's it.
بنتنا بترو
The market.
السوق
Every day.
كل يوم.
At 6 o'clock. The hour, 6.
الساعة 6.
That's it. Do you want to try it all together?
I would like to try it again. Okay,
Our daughter
here we
goes to
go
the
now.
market every day at 6
Yeah,
o'clock.
Okay. بنتنا بترو السوق كل يوم
Is
الساعة 6.
بنتنا بتروح السوق كل يوم الساعة 6.
So we've had كل حاجة, everything, كل حتة, every place or piece, كل يوم, every day. What about every year?
كل سنة.
كل سنة. Every year they go to America.
بتروحوا.
That would be into
Okay.
you. So you've got the tail right, but we need to get the he part and put the tail
It's-
on for they.
Without the B, it's يروحوا.
That's it. Now put the B on.
بيروحوا.
That's it. America.
بيروحوا أمريكا.
Every year.
بيروحوا أمريكا كل سنة.
بيروحوا أمريكا كل سنة.
How would you ask a male or a female? Do you come to Egypt every year?
بتيجي مصر كل سنة.
بتيجي مصر
say-
كل سنة.
I go to the office on a regular basis. I go to the office.
بروحوا. No. بروح مكتب.
The office.
المكتب.
بروح المكتب.
If you want to say how you go to the office, then you need to use in Arabic the phrase similar to English, by taxi, by bus, by car, except you would say by the taxi, by the car in Arabic. The word for by is bi. And a little bit like what happened when we said fi in and then we added il, like in the office. What happened to the fi and the il?
فيل.
Yeah, it became fil. And a little bit similar here, bi and il become,
بيل.
yeah, Bill and Phil we have. Or Phil and Bill. So Bill, if you want to talk about how you go somewhere, you would say Bill and then whatever form of transportation. So taxi is taxi. Taxi. So how would you say by taxi?
بالتاكسي.
Yeah, so it's bid taxi. Bid taxi. Because the t is one of the ones that merges with the l sound. Bid taxi.
بالتاكسي.
I go to the office by taxi.
أرو
Yeah, it's on a regular basis. So the B's coming along.
بروح
hmm
مكتب
The office.
المكتب بالتاكسي.
Yes.
بروح المكتب بالتاكسي.
The b sound, the B, it's a small thing, but it does change the meaning. If you say أروح المكتب, the meaning is, shall I go to the office? If you say بروح المكتب, it means I go to the office on a regular basis. So it does change the meaning, this little b, from a suggestion into something that you do on a regular basis. So if you wanted to say, my son goes to school, how would you say that? My son goes to school.
ابني بيروح مدرسة.
Yeah, in Arabic you have to say the school.
ابني بيروح المدرسة
By bus. What was bus?
بأوتوبيس.
By the bus.
بالأوتوبيس.
Yeah. Short. Like the name. Not bil, but
بالأوتوبيس.
bil.
بالأوتوبيس.
ابني بيروح المدرسة بالأتوبيس.
The word for car used in Egypt is Arabeya. Arab. So you could think of an Arab driving it. Arabeya. Arabeya. Where does that come from, Mahmoud?
It comes from Araba, which is the coach or the carriage which was pulled by horses, a wagon or a cart or something like that. Now, Arabiya in Egypt is car, but in most other Arab countries, just for your information, really, they call it sayyara, from the root sayyara, to move on, to move along, sayyara. But in Egypt, we call it
Arabiya.
Arabiya. Now, if you use Arabiya or sayyara anywhere in the Arab world, they will probably know that you are talking about a motor vehicle.
So Arabeya. So how would you say by car?
Bil Arabiya.
How would you ask a woman, do you go to the office by car?
Tiroi. Tirohi.
Tarohi is, yeah, we need the B though, because you're asking a question about her general habit.
Bitirohi.
That's it. The office.
المكتب بالعربية.
بتروحي
What was
المكتب
The word
بالعربية.
for many or lots.
كتير.
That's it. You can also use this word to mean often. In other words, many times, just by itself. So you can use katir to mean many, many books or many times, often. So how would we say we come often? We come often.
نجي كتير.
Is often a regular thing, or is it, do we need the B or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so try again.
بنجي كتير.
That's it. We come to Egypt often.
بنجي كتير في مصر.
When we use nigi, binigi, or binroh, we come, we go, we don't need the two. We can just say, we come Egypt, we go Egypt. So we come to Egypt often. Would be,
بنجي مصر كتير.
that's it.
بنيجي مصر كتير.
Aswan, the town in southern Egypt, is Aswan. So how would you say we go to Aswan often?
بنيجي.
We go now,
We
rather than
go.
we come to Aswan.
بنروح أسوان كتير.
بنروح أسوان كتير.
Don't forget to breathe on your glasses. Try it again. Binroh.
بنروح أسوان كتير.
That's good. What about I go to Aswan by car often?
بروح أسوان ما عربية.
How did we say by? We had the two friends Phil and
بال.
yes, which is made up of
Yes.
bi and il, bil. That means by the, when we're talking about transport. So by car is,
بالعربية
mhm,
كتير.
that's it. Try it again all together. I go to Aswan by car often, a lot.
بروح أسوان بالعربية كتير.
بروح أسوان بالعربية
Use the word
كتير.
that we know already. We've used it, the word that we knew for many. We've used it for often. We can also pick up on another word that we know. What's the word for watch or hour?
ساعة.
Now, If we make this plural, and this time we can use the plural, the et plural, that we called the external plural because it's outside, put on the end of the word, like the English S is on book, books, rather than the internal plural, like haram, ahram, pyramid, pyramids, that is like the English mouse and mice. We can make sa plural. Before we do that, we have to take off the feminine a. So what would hours or watches be then?
Sarin,
Okay, what are we putting on the end?
in,
Een is only the farmers are guarding the farmer's gate because een can only be used with people. The gate, the een gate, the Fellaheen gate, has a big sign on it saying people only. So the een plural can only be used to make words connected with people plural. For example, manager is mudir, managers,
Muderin.
yes, going through the Fellaheen gate. But if we're talking about objects, things, ideas, things that aren't people, anything that isn't human, then we either use the internal plural that we've been looking at, like haram, ahram, or we can use this external one, et, sandwich, sandwichet, et. So this is what we're going to use now. Sa, watch, watches.
saet,
That's it. Listen to Mahmoud say the two.
ساعة ساعات.
We're going to use the plural to mean sometimes. Sa'at. Times, hours. Sometimes. We can use that to mean sometimes. We could say, sometimes she sees her brother. Sometimes.
Sarat. Betuf. Betshuf.
Good, yes. Her brother.
Achuki.
That would be your brother talking to a female. Her.
Achuhe.
That's it. Try it again all together. Sometimes she sees her brother.
Saet. Betshuf. Achuhe.
ساعات بتشوف أخوها.
Notice that we have the stem shuf, and when we add the flower for she here, te, we get tishuf. So if you wanted to ask, for example, can she see? Mumkin tishuf. But when we add the b sound on the beginning, the emphasis changes slightly. So we have tishuf, and then we're adding b on the beginning, b tishuf, but it turns more into bitshuf, bitshuf, bitshuf. And the same happens with he, for example, biktib, biktib. So it's more of a b sound. It's not b yiktib, it's biktib, he writes, biktib. If biktib is he writes, how would we say they write regularly? They write.
biktibu,
That's it. Sometimes they write. Sometimes they write.
biktibu, saet,
You've said they write sometimes, but that's fine. So what about sometimes they write emails to their father? And in this case, when you say emails, you don't have to use the plural. You can just say email. Sometimes they write emails to their father.
sayet,
Sa'at, sa'at.
sayet,
Sa is the singular, sa'at is the plural. Yeah.
saet,
They write
biktibu, email,
to their father.
abuku,
That would be your father talking to a group. We want the tag for their father. It's a bit like the word for they, but without the ending. Well, how do you say they?
hama.
Yeah, so take the ma bit off. it.
Abukum,
What did you say for they?
hama.
Humma. Hum.
Humma.
Hum. So take the hum. The hum is the tag. Put it on the end of abu.
Abuhum,
That's it.
abuhum.
Okay. So to their father. What was to? Writing to somebody.
Min,
That's from.
From.
It's part of for what, meaning why. Le,
le,
is a and le.
le,
Le. Okay. So to their father is.
le abuhum.
That's it. So once more, and be careful of the yiktibu. Notice we've got yiktibu, meaning they write. The B comes along and it turns into biyiktibu. So sometimes they write emails to their father. Once more.
Saet بيكتبوا إيميل لأبوهم.
ساعات بيكتبوا إيميل لأبوهم.
End of recording 2.